Help! Let me out of here! I'm in the Twilight Zone. Do you feel like that? Hi, this is Lynn Wilson. Welcome back to my home. Let's enjoy a little chit-chat together. How does that sound? How are you doing today? You doing okay? Day's going pretty good? Got my coffee here. Cheers to you. I hope you had a good day today. We're going to warm our hands with the coffee. I've got my little fireplace on behind me. I'm watching one of my favorite shows to cuddle up to. I don't know if you've ever watched it. It is called Lark Rise, L-A-R-K, Lark Rise, R-I-S-E, to Candleford, C-A-N-D-L-E-F-O-R-D. Because I know somebody's going to ask me, what did you say? It's an odd name. It's an English style, kind of like picture something like a Little House on the Prairie, but instead of Mrs. Olson, you have the post office. Instead of the mercantile, you have the post office. But you still have Laura and the battle between the different statuses of the poor versus the rich. But it's just set in England, and it's just great. You get to know the characters. They become your friends, and you know how that goes if you're into shows like that. But I've got that playing in the background. Got my coffee. Got the fire going. And I am working on something. As you can see, I'm at a small desk in my living room, and I got things going on. And so where are we in life? Right now, I am working on a planner update. If you're a planner girl, if you're a planner person, you're into planners, I started in the new year in January. I wanted to try something different. I tried bullet journaling for the first time. I kind of tampered in it a little bit with some of my other planners. I like to switch planners out, use the ring bound to a disc bound. I've done the traveler's notebook, and I've done a little bullet journaling in that. But I decided I got this great notebook that says, "This girl runs on lattes and a dream." And I even have it nicely tabbed. Look at this. I've got lists. I have budget, and then what I did is I flipped it over, so the solid side, and then on that side I had all my to-do list, and let's see if I can find one that's not too detailed. I did my weekly that way. I didn't do a monthly in here. I didn't get that adventurous. I just did weekly, as you can see. But so then you go back to this side, and I just had my everyday list, like my shopping list and my menu. I've been using this menu one like that. See if I can find something else that might be interesting. I don't know. Everybody's interested in different things. I like to see what people do. And what else do I have here? I just have some recipes on this page, some YouTube ideas, and just made lists and use some stickers. I wanted to get into using some of my stamps for my planner. But you know what I'm finding? I started this in January, and it was great. I was really on a roll. I had my calendar, a little pocket calendar I was carrying with me. I had my planner. I was writing my notes, doing my weekly to-dos, decorating, using my washi tape. I was so excited. Something new, something different, trying to get myself more organized in my thought process we are out 5 to 6 nights a week, sometimes 7 nights a week was an average with the amount of activities we had going on between church, youth groups, and homeschool, family, friends, outings, and so on. And all of a sudden, something happened in March. Life stopped. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like you've been living in the Twilight Zone? It's the only way I can describe it. My husband and I were talking, and just everything, for us, it was March 16th. We started to have to stay home. We couldn't go shopping. We couldn't go out. Now we're wearing masks. I actually have a face shield at work, which is a whole lot better than a mask if you haven't tried that. But we're having thermometers available at my office to take the temperature of guests that will be coming back. And when do you take somebody's temperature, and when do you wear a mask so they can't see your face and smile at people? And when did life become so fearful and awkward and uncomfortable? And I think the masks are intimidating people. You feel like when you go somewhere, you're not seeing a person, you're seeing eyes, and everything's just off kilter. I was talking to my husband and I said, there's somebody that we both know, an acquaintance, and this person is a rock. She's a rock. Nothing rocks her world. She's always the same. She can handle stress. She can handle life better than most. And she told me last week she's going home every single day crying now because she's had it. She's done. She just can't live like this anymore. We know another person who tends to be more on the tense side of life, who just doesn't know how to lighten up and be loosey-goosey, and we're watching that person become more and more intense and want to snap all the time, and everything is she's just kind of at you with everything. And then I'm watching other people, and it's almost funny because they're just looking like they're looking at something. And you start looking with them, and I'll say, what are you looking at? And they said, I don't know. And even my husband and I were saying, and my son, my oldest son, we were talking, and he said he's at work and he just finds himself just looking up. And then he'll have to go, oh, wait a minute, get back, focus to what's in front of you. And then he drifts off. And I said to one of my coworkers today, I said, I'm having the hardest time just focusing in on one thing. I looked at my phone 4 times today while I was at work to see what the month was and the day was. And if anything, I should remember I'm a Star Trek, Star Wars, sci-fi person, and today is the 4th of May. I don't know when you'll see this video, if it'll be on the 4th or not, but today is the 4th of May, so they always say May the 4th be with you. For you Star Wars fans, you'll get that. That's funny, haha. But I could not remember. It's May. And then I was talking to my husband tonight, and I said, do you know what Sunday is? He said, no, what's Sunday? I said, it's Mother's Day. I know it's Mother's Day, but I can't get that in my head quite. And are you weird like that? Is your brain kind of mush? So I said to my husband last week, we found ourselves going to bed. Now, let me backtrack. Graham and I usually get to bed, go upstairs, and like get in bed about 11:30 at night. 12:30 is our normal lights out, go to bed. I'm usually up between 5:30 and 5:45. If I'm not like out of bed, I'm awake. My shifts that I would used to work at work, sometimes I have to go into work very early. Right now I'm working. I'm only working part-time because hours have been cut. Hopefully that will change in the next few weeks or so, but so my shift work that I used to do, that's even changed. Everything, everything's changing. You know what that's like. But I would normally, even on my day off, wake up the same time, and we're finding ourselves wanting to go to bed between 8 and 8:30 at night and sleep in the morning, only because I don't have to do shift work anymore. And I'm finding myself, the more that I would sleep, the more sleep I wanted, and then we felt like we needed a nap, but we didn't really need a nap. And I said to my husband, are we getting old? Like, is this what you do? You eat a bowl of Cheerios and go to bed? And I didn't like it. So it was about a week ago, and our oldest 2 kids came over, and we just decided to have a Wilson family humor night, Wilson family fun, the Wilson family laughter, and the things that your own family would laugh at. I said to my oldest 2 kids, you need to come over. We need to just have a good night, have some fun, and giggle, laugh, and all that stuff. And they came over, and they stayed till like 11 at night. And I was shocked that I wasn't like ready to go to bed at 8:30. The next day I got up, I felt so refreshed. So I've gotten myself back into some normalcy of what my normal hours, my routine and my normal would be. Go to bed this late, get up this early, and so on. I have found that has made a world of difference for me. So just taking that little bit of normalcy, that little bit of routine. I was saying to my husband, nothing's normal for me. Work's not normal. Home is not normal. My friends were never normal, but they're not normal now. church is not normal, homeschool's not normal. We homeschool, but even that, we are a regular homeschool family. People that are quote unquote homeschooling because they have to school at home now because public schools are closed, that's not normal homeschool. We can't even get into our normal homeschool. What we call now life school. We school a little differently, a little homeschool, a little unschooling, but we call it life school. We can't get into it. Everything is different. Our brains are mush. We can't remember anything. So enough is enough. I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm declaring normalcy, if that's even a correct word. I don't know. You can correct me on that, but if not, I'm making it up. We're doing routine and normalcy, and I'm doing a planner update. So I mentioned I used to use I'm now currently using a bullet journal, which isn't working for me, and I'll tell you why. I love it. It's great, but I can't get into it because I don't have my normal routine things to put into it. I'm finding I don't really have a calendar. I don't have a need for a calendar. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. So I decided to go back to my Filofax. I have my nice eggplant color, soft, smushy Filofax. I actually haven't emptied it out from the last time I had used it, and I love this divider. Look at this one. Isn't that cool? Love the glasses. So cool. It's laminated, and so it's great because I can use it as a dashboard. And it is hole punched at the top. But then I've slit them so you can almost use it like you would in a disc planner where you can snap them in. Can you hear that click? And then you can pull it out and snap it in and move it if you want. I have a nice llama ruler. Again, I punched holes in it and I slit the sides so I can pop that in. I've got this great insert. I don't know if I have extra. Yeah, I do have an extra here. Let me show you a blank one. It's called Devotional Prayer. Changes things, it says underneath, but it's devotional. So it's really cool. You can put the date on it, and then you can put the speaker's name and maybe some things that you learned and so on. Scripture reference, it has reminders, prayer requests, prayers answered, and then a place for notes, and then sermon and study times on this side. So I had started this. I liked this in the front of my planner so I could make some notes of different things that I learned and things that I was praying about and verses that meant a lot. I got away from that, so I got to get back into that. I have a menu planner page in here that I had used. I want to get back to using that. What else do I have in here? These are just some inserts that I think I got these at a thrift shop. They're just small, but look, little tiny box for Monday, right? Nothing big, nothing. Well, the lifestyle I had been living was extremely busy. Not complaining, I loved it. But I don't need to be doing that. And I think I'm finding with the bullet journal, because I don't really have a whole lot to add to it, it's frustrating me, and then I don't use it, and then I feel out of routine and out of sorts because I'm used to living by a planner. So I've decided I got to get back onto routine and normalcy. And I see a stink bug crawling up the side of my blinds. He better not come at me while I'm on this video. You better stay over there. So, because this is so small, see this? I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Possibly. Yeah, there you go. Because it's so small, I think for where I am in life right now, this will help me get back on routine. So on Monday, I can just put like my three top things. I forget there's a term they use it in the planner world, but my 3 top things that I want to do. Maybe I'm off today and it's the 3 top things I want to do at home. Maybe I'm working today and it has nothing to do with work, but again, it's the 3 things that I want to get done today. Maybe it's 3 phone calls, 3 people I need to text, 3 chores in the house, whatever it might be. But I got to keep it simple, but I have got to get back on some kind of routine. I don't know what that routine's going to be. So getting it back into some type of routine, I think for me, that's just what I need to do. I need to get into routine, go to bed my normal, get up my normal. Listen, if I put makeup on in the morning, I'm ready to face the world. It doesn't have to be a lot, but for me, it's just something that I do. I put makeup on, I put earrings on, I put a bracelet on. I have talked to people that aren't showering, not getting dressed. They don't really care. They've kind of giving up. Don't give up. Go buy a box of hair dye at the Walgreens if you need to. If you need to dye your hair, don't wait for your beautician to open up. Who knows when the salons are going to open up? Go get some hair dye. Put some in. Put some lipstick on. Put a clean shirt on. Freshen up. Take a shower. Make yourself do some normal routines. That's what I'm doing. So I want you to join me. I'm going to work on my Filofax. I love this one. It says today, and then I have little sticky notes on the back, but I can stick that in there. I don't know what I can add to my planner. I don't really have a whole lot going on, but you know, we have taken full advantage of having time off because of the fact that I got some, look at this, 20 cents. Can you see that? 20 cents at a thrift shop. It's the telephone directory, you know, A to Z, but I use this as an A to Z filing system in my Filofax. I need a new one. My other one got pretty raunchy looking, so I'm going to be putting this in here. If you don't know what an A to Z filing system is in your planner, leave me a comment below and I'll fill you in on it. It's the best thing ever. Ever. Keeps my brain in check. So let me add this to my planners. We're talking here. I don't even remember what I was saying, but anyway, got that in here. Got to get that organized. I wish, you know what I wish though? It had the tabs, you know, all that. Just noticed that it doesn't have the tabs. Bummer. Maybe I'll have to find another set, but for 20 cents, I can't complain, right? I'll figure something out here. Anyway, I am going to do my normals. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get my jewelry on. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to, of course, I'm going to get dressed, but, you know, get dressed nice. Put the makeup on. I'm going to look at my planner, and I'm going to make myself start writing things down. You know, once we get through this COVID-19, once we start getting into some type of routine, grab a sip. Once we get into whatever the new norm is, we're going to have to make appointments for the doctor, the dentist. We're going to have to do different things. So I need to, for me, maybe make a list of all the, okay, I have to do these things. Stores, I haven't been able to go anywhere. I'm like itching to go to Michael's or itching to go to, you know, AC Moore or whatever. I went to the Dollar Tree this weekend. I needed a couple of things. I found myself so excited to walk around in a Dollar Tree to see what was new, what was exciting, and look what I got. I got this sticker. I don't know if you can see at the top here. It says home. Can you see that okay? And then the HOME. So you obviously you put this part next to it over here, kind of side by side. But I said to my husband, okay, we have cleaned out quite a few closets. We've spring cleaned. I'll have to attach a picture. It's embarrassing, but yes, life is embarrassing sometimes. We have a pile of about 8 boxes and it's mounding in our dining room on the floor. If people come in, they think we're either moving in, we're moving out, or we're hoarders. But it's really stuff to go to a thrift shop. And then we have a pile in our bedroom, the same size, because we're cleaning out closets and cleaning out clothes. And what do you do with this stuff? I don't want to throw it out. Thrift shops hopefully will open. Then we thought about maybe selling it on Facebook Marketplace because we had done well doing that. I don't know. Tell me what do you do with your stuff? You guys holding on to it? Are you going to put it in a thrift store? Are you trying to sell it? Leave me a comment below. Give me some insight. I don't know what to do with my stuff. Some of it's good stuff. I have nice teacups, Royal Dalton teacups, and Royal this and that and the next thing. I don't need this many, the amount that I have. I want to pass them on. Nobody I know wants them. So then I thought about selling them instead of the thrift shop. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Some nice clothes, some nice dishes. We've got books. I've got some vintage cookbooks, and I don't know what to do with this. What do you think? Tell me. So anyway, I'm going to be slowly getting back into what my normal routine would be, the best it can be, It's springtime, so we're doing spring cleaning. Like I said, we're cleaning out. We're setting up our garden. My van looks like who did it and ran, so we cleaned that out tonight. Let's get back into this. Get my van orderly. I've just kind of like let certain things go. You know what that's like? And then I've added new things into my routine. I'm trying new recipes almost 2-3 times a week. That's a good thing. And I can't do this right now. I can't do a bullet journal that's going to make me feel wonky. You know, I just can't get into it. But I can go back to something that I do know that works for me. That was a routine, and it's like putting on putting on those old comfortable shoes that, you put them on, you feel so good. They feel so good. And then you put on the new shoes and you're like, as pretty as they look, my feet are killing me. I can't walk right. Well, you know what? I think it's time for me to go back to my file effects, go back to what I know. I have a whole big thing here of stickers. Let's see if I can show you some of my fun ones. I don't know. These are just, I hate to say it, but I got too many. I have too many. I have too many. I need to speak a little bit more clear here. These are actually, I think these are more Halloween, but they have the little pots and pans and, you know, these are good for the small personal size planner, which is what I'm using. I have an A5. My favorite is an A5, but it's really too big to lug around. So I got my to-do stickers. What else is exciting in here? This one was really neat. I think, this was $3. You can see that at the Target dollar spot, but it's got some pretty good, sorry about that glare on there. Let me see if I can pull that up. I don't know if you could see that without the glare. It's got check marks. It has to do, hello, don't forget, noted at the bottom with the arrow. These are pretty nice. These are from Target. They're very like shiny, silky, and they're almost sometimes a little transparent. I'll show you some of the pages on there. This has like mail, laundry. It has a coffee cup if you're going to do dining and so on. So you get the idea. So that's some there, and then what else is in here? Let's see. I have ones like this that say payday. So, you know, it's just, to me, this is like a hobby. I can sit here with my stickers. I can sit here with my sticky notes. I sit and I make notes of future plans, Christmas gifts I want to start making, places we want to visit on vacation. Then I have, look at this. Is this not the coolest? I love this. It's tie-dye, even at the bottom. I love it. It was $1. We have a dollar store called the Dollar Zone. I don't know if you have that by you, but this was $1. It is so adorable. I love this. Have to have your washi tape, or 2 or 3. Aren't they cool? Look at those nice washies. Yep. Pen from my son's church, where he's one of the pastors at Wellspring Church. Got a nice pen with a stylus at the end. Have to have a calculator. Of course, you have to have some fun, cute little sticky notes. Got a little cell phone sticky note. You know, what are the things that make you happy? Some fun paper clips. I don't know if you can see that one. It looks like a hand. Look at these little sticky notes. Isn't that cute? Little flower. I don't know. What do? You got bags and bags and bags of goodie things here. These are the kinds of things that make me happy. This is a hobby. This is normal for me. This is routine for me to sit down at the end of work, and I'd sit down with my planner. I'd make notes. I'd journal. I make the menu for the next day. I'm going to do it. I'm getting back into routine of, I've kind of pulled away. It's been almost 2 months. I haven't contacted most of my friends. I am one to text 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people a day. How you doing? Just checking in. I have not done that. I have started a homeschool support group online, and we also get together for those that are in the local area. I have not connected with anyone. I started a group called Wings, and that's for wives who have a husband with a disability. It's an online Facebook support group. You can look it up. You can look up either group if you want, and You can request to join. And Wings is an online support group for all of us that have a husband with a disability. If any time this has been tough, this is now. I have shut down emotionally, just in every way. I need to get back into texting those people, getting on Facebook, encouraging them. I have another group that it's online. It's called Coffee, Chats, and Crafts. And I just share different craft ideas and DIYs on there. And we have a local meetup twice a month, usually at my house. Obviously, we can't meet up, but I can still connect with these people. I'm not connecting with anyone. That's not my routine. I'm finding because I'm not connecting, the less I connect with people, the less I want to connect. And that's not good. That's not who I am. I like investing in people's lives. I like to encourage people. I like to be there for people. Again, I'm done rolling up these sleeves. We're doing a planner update. We're getting back into normalcy. We're getting back into routine. We're going to live life again, whatever that life is. If it means wearing a mask, so be it. If it means wearing a face shield at work, that's what I have to do. We are moving forward in the Wilson household. I told my husband I'm done. I'm taking this home sticker and I'm claiming that the Wilson home, the household of the Wilsons, are getting back into routine and normalcy. I'm using this as a DIY. I want to do that. I want to watch my garden grow this summer. I want to keep my van clean and just do whatever I can do to feel like life is surging through my veins again. It is weird. We are in the Twilight Zone, but that's okay. We're going to move forward. We're going to do this right. So I don't know if any of this has made any sense. I hope it has. I hope it's been just a nice chit chat with you. I just told my husband, even in the last 2 months, I have certain people I love on YouTube. I'm finding myself sort of not either watching or skimming through it, and I just can't get into it. And I said, I have to go back and watch these videos because they have some great ideas. Things that I like: homesteading, homeschooling, just shopping hauls and all that kind of fun stuff, and new ways to clean, new ways to organize your home, and decorating. So we put new curtains up in our kitchen. We put new curtains and a new shower curtain up in our downstairs bathroom. We are rearranging our dining room. I painted my dining room table. The home office / homeschool office is a disaster, a complete disaster. That I have to work on. We set up a pantry. I got back into canning. Did a lot of dehydrating. Haven't touched my crafts yet. I've got to get back into getting my Cricut out, get back into making cards. I have to teach you guys how to do a 5-day card. I want to get back into doing quilling, not quilting, quilling, rolling paper. Show you guys some of that. I have tons and tons and tons. You wouldn't believe this. I have now inherited 5 people's craft rooms. Some have passed, some have moved, but they've given me their stuff. I have so much stuff. Too much. Way too much stuff. And where I am, the area that I am, most people are really not into crafts in a big way. So I need to pull this together. I have a lot of stuff for junk journals. If you're into glue journals, glue books, and junk journals, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. I'm going to be selling junk journal kits and glue book kits on Etsy and eBay probably. Rubber stamps. I've got rubber. I could open my own Michaels with the amount of rubber stamps I have. Again, I've been blessed and given a lot of stuff, but I can't use it all. So I need to start spreading that out. So that's some more projects I'm going to do. What about you? What are you guys doing? How are you getting through the COVID-19? How are you getting through this? Are you acting normal? Do you feel normal? Tell me how you're doing it. Are you into routine? Have you been staying on routine? Tell me how you're doing it. Are you getting into some new things? Are you redecorating? Are you coming up with new ideas of things you want to do in the future? Leave me a comment below. I'd love to chat. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what's been happening in your world. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with me for a little bit, for a little chit chat. And don't forget, Tuesdays at 6:30, I have a weekly devotion, Fresh Brew Devos with a cup of encouragement. A cup of encouragement. So I'll be doing that on Tuesday at 6:30. I have a new one coming up this week. So if you haven't caught that, catch that. I'll leave links below from my other ones that I have done. I'm glad you stopped by. What'd you guys make for dinner tonight, by the way? What'd you make? Leave me a comment below. I made sausage rolls for the first time. Never made them. They were pretty good. Don't know that I would write home about it, but they were good. I don't know. It's not something that I enjoyed. Like on a cheeseburger I can do anytime. Sausage roll was good for a treat. And I made cheese grits to go with it, and we had pretzel rolls. So yes, carbs, 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 cheese, sausage. Nothing super healthy there, but it was just good after a long day. So leave me a comment below what you guys made for dinner tonight, and maybe we can compare some recipes. So again, thanks for stopping by. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lynn Wilson, and this is At Home with Lynn Wilson. My husband has epilepsy. My youngest son has autism. I'm a homeschool mom, a full-time working mom. I am a blogger. I'm a YouTuber. I take care of my husband with his disability. I have 2 older children that are out of the home working, and take care of my older parents. They live in their own home, but pretty much on a regular basis, helping out, taking care of them. So life is busy on the regular, and add work to that and taking care of a home, things get crazy. But crazy's good. Crazy keeps me sane, if that even makes sense. So I'll catch you on the next video, and from my home to your home, may the Lord be with you. Thanks.